Now on 4 News Now at 6, wrecking crews bring down the home where 4 University of Idaho students were murdered. Why some say it's still too soon. And the family connection between the home and the university's president.
Our warmer than average temperatures will be sticking around, plus when we could see some more rain in your first alert forecast.
And a 10-day waiting period on all gun sales will soon go into effect in Washington. The issues one gun store owner says it could cause. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, the home on King Road, where 4 University of Idaho students were brutally murdered last year, is now reduced to rubble. It's the end of a painful chapter for many in the Moscow community, but there's still a long road ahead until justice is served for Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonsalves. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Derek Dice. Since it was announced that the house was going to be torn down, there's been mixed reaction, with some saying it's still too soon. We have team coverage tonight, and we begin with Jordan Smith with why some say the demolition was necessary.
Well, Derek, the house that's here on King Street that's become synonymous with the University of Idaho was torn down and hauled away on a revolving door of trucks this afternoon. But many believe that it was much needed to remove the home for both the community and the students to move forward in the healing process.
A tough year, but we have grown. We have been bonded in a way that will never be broken.
Early this morning in Moscow, construction crews dismantled the home at 1122 King Street that's become nationally recognizable in a matter of 90 minutes. The haunting spectacle on King Street reduced to rubble.
This is a next step toward healing for our community. We have not made it a secret since the time that the house was given to us that our intent was to demolish the house.
The university moving forward with demolition as students are away on Christmas break. Hopeful the removal of the home means a fresh chapter for the students and the community.
We'll certainly never forget what happened in November of 2022 and it happened to these 4 students and their families. But we can begin to move past and take these certain steps that bring us past that and into a new future.
That healing prolonged by the persistent presence of media and true crime enthusiasts who traveled across the map to visit the house. Something Chris Caskey, who lives 20 yards away, hopes this demolition will put an end to.
But people died there. You gotta be more respectful, you know? You can't just go there, take pictures, and act like it's a tourist spot now. And to me, I just felt like that was disrespectful. Now tearing down the house is like, I'd have to say less reason for people to really want to go there and like use it as a tourist spot. I'm happy. I feel like a lot of these people can finally move on.
Now, both the defense and prosecutors were able to get a tour of the home in recent weeks before it was demolished. And also, police have acquired thousands of photographs and pieces of evidence. The FBI has done multiple 3D scans on the inside of the home. Now, prosecutors are pushing for a trial to begin this upcoming summer, but a date has not yet been set. In Moscow, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Jordan, thank you. A new angle to the story you saw first from 4 News Now today. Public records from Latah County show a connection to the King Road house we never knew about until today. The president of UNI has a family connection to it. In fact, his family used to own it. This house is in a neighborhood packed with students. It was remodeled in the early 2000s to add another floor so even more students could live there. Property records from Latah County show several owners over the last 40 years, but one of the earliest owners was U of I President Scott Green's family. The Greens bought the King Road property in 1967 when President Green was just a kid. They sold it in 1973. The university says President Green never lived there and has no recollection of the home, adding that his dad bought and sold a number of properties during that time. We asked why the university didn't disclose this sooner, given the rampant misinformation about this case, but we've not heard back yet. When we do get that information, we will update this story on KXLY.com, where you can read more details about the ownership and history of this now infamous home. While some in Moscow are feeling a wave of relief now that the King Road home is gone, others in the community, including 2 of the victims' families, worry this is all happening too fast. Bronte Saratsky explains why.
We've been here since early this morning. The home that once stood here on King Road reduced to rubble and taken away. And while some are ready to move forward on the healing journey, others worry that this may all be too soon. King Road in Moscow is typically very quiet in the morning, but around 6:30 a.m. on Thursday, it was filled with the sound of demolition crews knocking down this home. For some in the community, it brought a sigh of relief. For others, one of disappointment.
When I heard they were going to tear the house down, I was gutted.
Linda Moser has lived in Moscow nearly her entire life. As a University of Idaho employee, the murder of these students is close to her heart. She came out as a last-ditch effort.
I came out here hoping that there'd be a stay and that they would say, nope, we're not tearing it down. I got up, looked at my phone at 7:15 in the morning, and there was a Gray Hughes Investigates live feed on YouTube. Half the house was already gone.
She isn't the only one upset by the university's decision. On Wednesday, the Gonsalves and Kernodle families making a public plea to stop the demolition. Investigators from both sides, as well as the FBI, have been given full access to the home in the past to gather everything they need before its demolition. By the time students return to campus next month, the home will be completely gone. Reporting in Moscow, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Now, among those who did not want the house to be torn down were the families of Kaylee Gonsalves and Xana Kernodle. They asked the university and the prosecutors to preserve the home in case it provides evidence during the trial. The university, though, says prosecutors told school officials the house is so substantially different than at the time of the homicides that a jury wouldn't be authorized to see it. The defense also did not oppose the demolition.
That to me was a pretty shocking part of this, because that structure of the house, the fact that it's 3 floors, the logistics of how this horrific murder could have happened is of critical importance in the trial for both sides.
As of now, no trial date has been set, but the prosecution is pushing for the trial to start over the summer. The state citing parking and safety concerns for students at Moscow High School, since it is right next door to the courthouse. Now, we stream the demolition live all morning on our free KXLY Plus app for your connected TV, and also on our YouTube channel. You can watch that raw video of crews demolishing the home by finding the link in this article on KXLY.com. All right, let's send it over to Allison Martinez in for Chris Crocker tonight with a look at that First Alert forecast.
We're starting off tonight by taking a live look over Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're mostly clear in Spokane now, but don't be fooled. We will be seeing some clouds later tonight. Over in Coeur d'Alene, you can see those roads are dry and will continue to be dry for the next few days. 38 in Spokane and 33 in Coeur d'Alene. Here are 4 things to know for your evening. We will be seeing some light winds over the next few days. Some more sunshine tomorrow, so if you're a fan of today's conditions, we do have good news for you. A very mild end to the year, and some sprinkles are expected for Sunday. Here's a look at our live radar. You can see we are pretty barren over in eastern Washington and northern Idaho. We do see a little bit of activity coming in from the west, and that's where we could be seeing the potential for some rain, but we'll have more on that coming up a little later in your First Alert forecast. Here's a look at our lows for this evening. 29 in Spokane, 32 in Coeur d'Alene, 33 in Ritzville, and 34 in Pullman, even 37 in Lewiston. Now here are the next 12 hours. Like we said, it is a little bit warmer of a night tonight, 34 by 10 p.m., 32 by 2 a.m., and we'll warm up to 34 degrees by the morning. You can see that sun peeking through. And as in terms of your weekend, temperatures in the 40s to start us off and in the late 30s for the rest of the weekend.
All right, Allison, thank you. Still ahead, a man in Indiana is now recovering after being trapped in his car for 6 days after a crash. How he managed to survive, coming up.
It's given us a new start in life.
And helping families experiencing homelessness, what one organization is doing to prevent them from ending up back on the street, next.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Save your green!
Wishing you a happy and joyful holiday season from BECU.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The after Christmas clearance is on now. This week at all Walker's Furniture locations with year-end blowout savings. For every $1,000 you spend, you save $150. Like when you spend $2,000, you save $300. Or take advantage of our no money down, no minimum purchase special financing for up to 5 years. So you can get some new furniture for the new year and pay for it later. During the after Christmas clearance at Walker's.
Get your groove on at Mystiquoi Casino Hotel Sunday, December 31st. You could win your share of over $15,000 in cash. Enjoy party favors to ring in 2024. Learn more at Mystiquoi.com.
3, 2, 1. New Year's Rockin' Eve is popping off with epic performances by Green Day, Janelle Monáe, Post Malone, Ludacris, 30 Seconds to Mars, New Jeans, and more. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, live on ABC. Do more.
Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your hometown Chevy dealer today. Wishing you a happy and joyful holiday season from BECU.
You're really kicking around over there, aren't you?
This is baby Kevin. He and his mom, Nicole, are staying at a shelter ran by the local nonprofit Family Promise of Spokane. The organization provides a number of services to families with children who are experiencing homelessness. So far this year, it's helped 98 families move into permanent housing, and their goal is to reach 100 by 2024. Marissa Rio shares the impact the nonprofit makes in families' lives.
When we think about people experiencing homelessness, we often don't think of babies. Unfortunately, there are families with children who struggle to find affordable housing. Family Promise works to make sure that these families have a warm place to stay. For instance, right now I'm inside of their family infant home. 5 families with children under 9 months stay here while they receive help to find permanent housing.
It's given us a new start in life. It really has. I'm so blessed every day I wake up and I get to have a roof over our head.
Having a home is something some of us may take for granted, but not Nicole.
I really am grateful. Like every day I wake up and I'm just amazed that I have a home and I have somewhere that my son's safe at and I have somewhere that he can grow and be safe at.
Nicole came to Family Promise when she was still pregnant with Kevin. She had nothing. Now, her and Kevin have toys, diapers, food, and more.
And it's only getting better from there, you know, and it's like I know that, you know, an hour or 2 hours from now, my son's still going to be warm and happy. And when he's hungry, I'll be able to go feed him and there'll be food, you know.
Family Promise isn't only helping Nicole with shelter, but they'll eventually help her move into permanent housing as well.
We want to be able to move families into housing, but we also want to be able to keep them in housing. And so for us, 95% of our families will stay stably housed even after the 2-year mark, which is really, really incredible. We do everything from, you know, job training and classes to, oh, you're having a kid that's having some behavioral challenges. How can we connect you with resources?
As a nonprofit, Family Promise is able to provide these services through the generosity of donations. For more information on how you can donate, you can visit our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Looking at your first alert forecast, over the next 4 days, we see some warm temperatures during the day, but also during the night. We're staying pretty consistent until Sunday, where we could be seeing some rain. More coming up in your first alert forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Lewis Clark State College, Career and Technical Education.
It's time for a new shower, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower replacement.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
Respect, protect, pay essential grocery store workers.
After 23 years on the job, I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
I work in a rural Safeway, and we need to be included with Spokane wages.
I know management won't give us a raise unless UFCW 3000 fights for us.
UFCW 3000 fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
Thanks, UFCW 3000.
Experience the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo. Explore better boats, the largest selection of inventory, and the biggest savings, all under one roof, inside the region's largest indoor showroom. Discover the latest models from the industry's best brands, including Cobalt, Malibu, Axis, Barletta, Chris-Craft, Harris, Regal, and Cruisers Yachts, plus our huge display of pre-owned inventory. Mark your calendars and make waves with us at the biggest event of the year, happening February 1st through February 10th. The Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo. Better boats, better prices, better event.
Andy's Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, your family-owned fireplace and stove experts. Andy's team specializes in heat and glow fireplace installation and service, ensuring the best heat and ambience for your home. Andy's Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, your trusted experts since 1972.
It's time to remodel your bathroom, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
All right, welcome back. We hope you're able to get outside and enjoy the amazing, really fall-like weather that we had today. Nice to be able to see the sun a little bit. Allison Martinez is here, and it doesn't look like we have any real winter weather on the way anytime soon.
No big headlines in terms of winter weather, but what we do have is some rain on its way, so that is inching in the right direction here. But in the meantime, we do have some cloudy skies. We have a low of 29 degrees tonight, and taking a look at tomorrow, we have a high of 40. You're seeing that right, 40 degrees, some sun peeking through those clouds, and we are expecting some very low winds for the next couple of days. Now here we're putting it into perspective just how above average our temperatures are for normal for late December. We're taking a look at our overnight lows, and you can see we are well above average at 29 tonight, 28 tomorrow, and 30 on Saturday night, just to paint a better picture for you of how much warmer we are. Now here's a look at our live radar. You can see not much happening, but we do have some activity on its way. It will take us a few days to get there, but that is the next big thing because, like we said, it's pretty dry in the meantime. But Saturday night to early Sunday morning is where we could be seeing the switch up. In the meantime, not much happening here in Spokane, but here's a look at Saturday around 9 p.m. This is the first little indication of the rain in our region, and Sunday at 5 o'clock in the morning, that's where we could be seeing some light rain. So for those of you who will be taking the kids to sports on Sunday, you will be seeing some moisture on the grass, but really not anywhere else because we will dry up for the rest of our Sunday. Here's a look at our lows: 37 in Grand Coulee, 29 in Spokane, 32 in Coeur d'Alene, and 34 in Pullman. And for our highs tomorrow, we have a lot of temperatures in the 40s, 47 in Grand Coulee, 40 in Colville, and 42 in Coeur d'Alene. Now here is your planning forecast. Like we said, in the 40s to start off the weekend, and then we'll dip down but not by all that much. 39 on Saturday and 38 on Sunday. And this is where we could be seeing the chance of light rain, just a sprinkle. Nothing that should change your plans too much. And then we'll dry out for the rest of the week and have temperatures in the 30s.
All right, Allison, thank you so much. Well, while we're seeing relatively calm weather in the inland Northwest, other parts of the country are dealing with flooding and heavy snow right in the middle of the holiday travel rush. ABC's Rena Roy has the story.
Roads turn to rivers on the California coast.
Everyone okay?
Heavy surf breaking through a seawall in Ventura County and flooding a neighborhood. Authorities in Santa Cruz County shutting down streets and warning evacuations might be necessary for some neighborhoods near the coast. Similar flooding on the other side of the country in Pennsylvania's Lancaster Township, like this rain-soaked roadway.
Today I thought it'd be a little bit better than leaving the day after Christmas.
And wintry storms slamming the middle of the U.S. This car flipped over on the side of the road in Columbia County, Wisconsin, with snowfall causing slushy and slippery conditions. Police urging people to take it slow, saying they've responded to several rollover crashes and slide-offs. The extreme weather comes amid the busy holiday travel season. Some air travelers dealing with delays and cancellations.
They sent us to a hotel, the Doubletree, and we got there and the hotel was sold out. So we all had to Uber back here, and people just spread out pretty much and slept. The next flight that I have is 8 p.m. tonight, so it'd be 24 hours here.
Atlanta's Hartsfield International Airport seeing a crush of people, and the roads are also expected to be congested on Thursday and Friday. If you're in a major metro area like D.C., Denver, and San Francisco, analysts say travel times could be up to 20% longer this holiday season with double the delays.
And a good reminder, if you're hitting the road, AAA says the best times to drive are before lunchtime or after 7 p.m. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Still ahead here, get ready to wait an extra 10 days to buy a gun in Washington. Find out why coming up on 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's back. 4 big days, January 25th to the 28th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. New dealers, new boats, new floor layout. Go to SpokaneBoatShow.com.
This is the beautiful Nissan Rogue. Check it out. Futuristic front, spacious interior, and a functional rear hatch. But beauty is only part of why we know you'll love this SUV. There's numerous safety features, driving modes for snow, off-road, sport, and even hands-free. Important rear driver assist and automatic braking systems. Plus, lane safety with blind spot detection. The Nissan Rogue is a great SUV, and our friendly dealership is a great place to test drive one. Just off Highway 95, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Tony, your parents know you're over here again, right?
Yep.
Great.
Tony lives next door. See, his parents decided to just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone is on, Tony's over here streaming and drinking all my soda.
My dog.
Get internet on the Xfinity 10G network for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract.
We're going to bed, Tony.
Good night. I'll lock up if I leave.
Get real home internet on the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity.
The holidays inspire us all to connect. With family, with friends, no matter what the road throws at you. So find the connection you're looking for this winter in a new SUV with standard all-wheel drive during the Mazda Season of Inspiration sales event.
Right now at Foothills Mazda, get 0% financing for 5 years and 0 down payment with approved credit on the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-5. Shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
Boats of all types and sizes, heavy metal and smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, and personal watercraft. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Center.
Welcome back. Around the nation.
I have other injuries.
Okay. Possible broken legs.
Yeah.
And possible other injuries that we're not aware of.
Yeah, he said he can't feel his legs. They're on their way, buddy. They're on their way.
That 911 call happened after a fisherman spotted a truck that crashed near a creek in northwest Indiana. When he got a closer look, the fisherman saw this man, Matt Room, was trapped inside. Room was trapped for 6 days. According to investigators, he survived by drinking rainwater.
You know, we've encountered individuals that have passed away from exposure in less time than that. But yeah, his desire to survive and overcome is nothing short of incredible.
Room says he couldn't call for help because when he crashed, he was pinned and he couldn't reach his phone. Pretty amazing. Presidential candidate and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is clarifying her position on the Civil War. When recently asked about what caused the war, her original answer did not mention anything about slavery. ABC's Justin Finch has the details.
Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley now attempting to rectify her remarks on what caused the Civil War.
Of course, the Civil War was about slavery. We know that. That's unquestioned, always the case. We know the Civil War was about slavery. But it was also more than that.
Haley addressing the backlash today after first facing that Civil War question from an attendee at her New Hampshire town hall Wednesday.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do.
Haley's initial answer not referencing slavery, and the attendee refusing to respond when she turned his own question on him.
In the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
Republican rival Florida Governor Ron DeSantis pouncing.
She's asked a very simple question and responded with just a really incomprehensible word salad.
President Biden posting a social media response with video of Haley's answer and replying it was about slavery. As New Hampshire prepares for its presidential primary next month, Donald Trump is working to maintain his front-runner status despite mounting legal challenges.
In New Hampshire, Trump is below the 50% threshold. So theoretically, if you could consolidate all of the non-Trump support, you could beat him there.
The Democratic National Committee is slamming Haley's remarks, accusing Republicans of pandering to extremists. Meantime, President Biden remains the Democrats' 2024 presidential choice as the party seeks to rally support around reproductive rights. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Well, a new Chipotle is opening in Millwood on Saturday. It'll be off of Trent and Argonne and will feature a drive-through pickup lane that allows people to pick up digital orders without having to leave their cars. It opens at 10:45 on Saturday. Well, there are 2 more days left of Family Fun sponsored by Numerica across the Inland Northwest, and the next one is tomorrow. In Spokane, your family can enjoy free entry into the Mobius Discovery Center from 2 to 5, and in Coeur d'Alene, free bowling at Sunset Bowling Center from noon to 3. You can find out about the last free Family Fun Day coming up on January 2nd by going to our website, KXLY.com. All right, we have much more coming up tonight at 6:30, including why a judge blocked Idaho's Vulnerable Child Protection Act.
Now, there will be a 10-day waiting period when buying firearms in Washington next year. Coming up, how this will impact local shops.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Those responsible for making our local roads and highways safe for winter travel would like to remind you that snow removal is an important, critical, and precise task. Please give the right-of-way to removal equipment so we can all get where we need to go quickly and safely.
Experience Minecraft like never before at Minecraft the Exhibition, now at the MAC. Explore the 3D world of the best-selling video game of all time and pop culture phenomenon in this dynamic and immersive exhibition. Step inside the blocky world of Minecraft based on actual in-game builds. Meet 15 life-size Minecraft creatures, including the explosive creeper and mysterious Enderman. Try the game and explore some epic creations from the community. Minecraft the Exhibition for players and non-players of all ages at the MAC.
The After Christmas mattress clearance is on now at all Walker's Furniture Stores, where you can save up to $700 on Serta iComfort Eco Adjustable sets, or save up to $700 on Serta Arctic, making it the perfect time to say yes to a better quality sleep and take advantage of after Christmas savings, like Hot Buy mattresses priced to go.
Plus, receive up to $300 of additional free furniture with select mattress purchases. Celebrate the new year with better sleep at Walker's.
Dad, isn't it true that we're the only new car in the country under $20,000?
It's true, Tay. The Mitsubishi Mirage is only $17,740.
Wow, that's amazing. And we're discounting the award-winning Outlander for over $10,000?
Right again, Tay. Right now, over $10,000 below MSRP or $4,000 in 0% interest.
Hurry in, everyone. A rod of great deals. And remember, we're a rod of fun, too.
Lighting division across from Lowe's. Winter weather means hazardous driving conditions. If you must travel, follow these guidelines to keep everyone safe. Slow down and keep a safe following distance. Use traction tires. Give snow and emergency vehicles the right of way. Carry an emergency kit. Brought to you by Lakes, Worley, Post Falls, and East Side Highway Districts.
Next DT celebrating 5 decades of Denzel Washington.
People say, what's your favorite film? I say my next one.
At home and on set.
All right.
Next DT.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good Morning America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Starting next year, Washingtonians will have to wait longer to buy guns at the store. House Bill 1143 passed this year to help prevent gun violence. Under the new law, gun dealers will need to do a background check and wait 10 extra days before handing guns over to buyers. But people have mixed feelings about this law. Peter Choi shares their concerns tonight.
Yeah, Derek, I spoke to the owner of a local gun shop, Sharpshooting, today. He says gun sales are up and more people are taking firearm safety classes right now. And tonight, the owner says the new law might not work the best for customers.
Jeremy Ball owns Sharpshooting in Spokane. He has seen an increase in gun sales during this year's holiday season.
There are definitely people that are attempting to, get background checks started and completed before this goes into effect.
Currently, the 10-day waiting period is only applied to semi-automatic weapons. The new law will now require a 10-day waiting period for any guns.
We have a lot of internal process changes that will accompany this, and then it also essentially kind of turns us into a short-term storage facility. And so even when a customer has a background check that's been approved, say like after 3 or 4 business days, we're going to have to hold on to that gun now.
DOH reports more than 70% of gun deaths are by suicide.
The last thing we want is a firearm ending up in the hands of somebody who is having a mental health crisis.
Local gun violence prevention advocate believes the new law can help save lives.
Directs to when we're talking about mitigating the impulsive behavior, coming into contact with the immediate availability and acquisition of a firearm, waiting period just makes sense, right? So 10-day waiting period just is a buffer period to make sure that that's not the motivation behind somebody owning a firearm.
Future gun owners now have to go through Washington State Patrol's firearm background check system.
The Swiss cheese system was resulting in these extremely long waiting times for folks to get their background check complete so they could get their firearm. So bringing it all under one umbrella just makes a ton of sense.
Others disagree.
Are we going to see delay issues due to Washington State Patrol not being able to keep up with the volume of these inquiries?
Now, gun owners must show they have passed the safety training program when buying guns. The new law will go into effect on New Year's Day, which is next Monday. In studio tonight, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
All right, Peter, thanks so much. Also, starting on January 1st, construction workers will now be included in Washington's mandatory sick leave program. That's the law that requires employers to provide an hour of sick time for every 80 hours worked. Originally, they were left out because the law said you had to work for the same employer for 90 days to qualify. But according to the state's Building and Construction Trades Council, construction workers rarely hit the 90-day mark since they end up working with multiple employers. Also, Washington will be raising its minimum wage to $16.28 an hour. To see why one local business owner says the increase is necessary for both employees and customers, look for this story on KXLY.com. One law that was supposed to go into effect in Idaho on Monday was the Vulnerable Child Protection Act, but it was blocked by the U.S. District Court of Idaho earlier this week, at least for now. The law would make it illegal for doctors to provide gender transition care to minors. That includes gender transition hormones, surgeries, and puberty blockers. Earlier this year, the American Civil Liberties Union, along with two families from the Gem State, filed a lawsuit to stop the law from going into effect. They claim it's unconstitutional and harmful to the well-being of transgender minors, saying where the adolescent patient, their parents, and their doctor all agree that gender-affirming medical care is medically necessary, the law strips families of the ability to access such care. On Tuesday, a judge issued a preliminary injunction, meaning the law cannot be enforced while the case plays out in court. Well, temperatures remain well above average. Let's send it over to Allison Martinez now with your First Alert forecast.
We are starting off by taking a live look at our current conditions. 38 in Spokane and 33 in Coeur d'Alene. Looks like a clear night in Spokane, though we will be seeing some clouds a little bit later. Now, as you can see in Coeur d'Alene, we have dry roads, and this will stay pretty consistent for the next few days. Here are 4 things to know for your evening getting started. Winds will be light for the next few days. We will be seeing some more sunshine tomorrow, so if you're happy to see that today, that's great news. We have a very mild end of the year and sprinkles expected on Sunday. Now, looking at our live radar, you can see we are pretty barren in Spokane, just clouds, but nothing else really. We do see some activity in Seattle. They're getting plenty of rain, but it won't be our turn until a little bit later this weekend. Here are our lows for this evening. 29 in Spokane, 32 in Coeur d'Alene, 33 in Kellogg, warmer in Pullman at 34, and Lewiston at 37. Now, here is your day planner for tomorrow. A look at what you can expect in the morning. It will be 32 degrees, and throughout the day, we're going to be seeing sun peeking through those clouds. 38 during the day and 39 in the afternoon, so close to 40 degrees, and will cool down to 35 degrees by the evening. Derek?
All right, Allison, thank you. And with the start of the new year, state lawmakers will soon be returning to Olympia and Boise for their new legislative sessions. One proposed bill in Washington calls for a ban on gas-powered tools like lawnmowers and chainsaws, with one representative saying it's in an effort to go green. According to the EPA, using a gas-powered lawnmower for an hour contributes as much pollution as driving a car for 300 miles. But critics of the bill say it's just not realistic, with one local hardware store owner saying electric-powered equipment is too expensive and not as efficient. Another proposal is pushing for a rebate program in response to Washington's cap-and-trade initiative that boosted gas prices in an attempt to reduce carbon emissions. If approved, registered vehicle owners could get a $180 rebate check or up to $360 per two-car family next summer. But those against the idea say the proposed rebate directly contrasts the design of the initiative to get people to use less gas. Well, doctors are warning asthma patients about a big change coming to inhalers. Starting on January 1st, the asthma inhaler Flovent, made by GSK, will disappear from pharmacy shelves. Physicians say an authorized generic version to take its place will work just as well, but it doesn't appear to be covered as widely by insurers. Doctors are urging patients to take action now to get new prescriptions if needed and to sort out any possible coverage issues. All right, still ahead. A chancellor at the University of Wisconsin says he was fired for appearing in porn videos with his wife. Why he says he did nothing wrong.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's time, y'all. It's a new season from my new home in NYC.
Watch Kelly weekdays at 4.
Cash in this holiday season at Spokane Tribe Casino in the Winter Wonderland Cash Drawings. Win your share of more than $57,000 in cash every Saturday in December, only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $239 a month.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the 4-day New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Save up to $200 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup, plus 6 years no interest financing and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Spokane and North Idaho's country leader.
Drinking watermelon moonshine.
Oh, Lord, when it rains, it pours. The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Cash in this holiday season at Spokane Tribe Casino in the Winter Wonderland Cash Drawings. Win your share of more than $57,000 in cash every Saturday in December, only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
You know, our Skycam has been down for several weeks now, and we are extremely happy that it's back up and running so we can show you shots like this of a beautiful night here in downtown Spokane. And Allison, it looks like our warmer than average temperatures will be sticking around through the new year and maybe into January too, huh?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Warmer temperatures during the day, but also during the night. That's one thing that we're taking special note of here at our 4-night temperature trend. You can see just how much warmer we are for our overnight lows. Our average is about 23 for late December. You can see tonight we'll have a low of 29, 28, and 30. So there's a pretty significant difference to take special note of here. Like we said, 29 for our low tonight. We have some light winds and some cloudy skies in store. And as far as tomorrow, we will be seeing some sun with a high of 40 degrees. Like we said, much warmer than our average, partly cloudy, and those light winds will continue tomorrow as well. Here's a look at our live radar. You can see right now we're pretty bare, not that much going on, but we do have a system making its way toward us, and we'll really be able to see the results of this on Sunday, but we'll get to that in a bit. This is the next big thing that we are tracking. Right now you can see dry. We do have some clouds, but nothing else really to note here. This will continue Friday and during the day on Saturday, and around 9 p.m. is when things will shift just the littlest bit. Here's a look at 9 p.m. and as we inch towards early Sunday morning, this is where we will be seeing some light rain throughout our region. Really just a sprinkle here. You may see this on Sunday, rain on the field, but not coming down during the day. We're going to dry up for the rest of Sunday and into the next week. Here are our lows: 33 in Ritzville, 29 in Spokane, 34 in Pullman, and 33 degrees in Kellogg. And as far as our highs for Friday, it's going to be beautiful. If you aren't planning on hitting the ski slopes and just enjoying time throughout the city these next few days, then you'll be happy to see these temperatures: 47 in Ritzville, 40 in Spokane, 47 in Pullman, and 45 in Kellogg. Now here is your planning forecast. We're giving you a look at what you can expect for any plans that you may have coming up on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Like we said, pretty dry the next few days. Temperatures temperatures in the 40s. We'll cool down to the 30s, but not by all that much. Saturday, we're looking at 39 degrees, Sunday, 38 degrees, and Monday, 38. And this is going to be pretty consistent. Rainfall won't affect your plans too much, whatever you're doing. And like we said, warm overnight lows. So we do have some mild temperatures in store for late December. Definitely very different than what we're used to, but depending on what your preference is, this might be great news.
All right, Allison, thank you so much. Well, new at 6:30 tonight, a former chancellor at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse says he was fired for appearing in and sharing pornographic videos online. The university's Board of Regents unanimously voted to fire John Gao. The school's president saying the regents had learned of specific conduct by Gao that subjected the university to, quote, significant reputational harm. Gao and his wife, who used to teach at the school, appear in videos on multiple adult websites. The two also have a YouTube channel called Sexy Healthy Cooking, where they cook meals with adult film actors. Gao told the Associated Press he never mentioned the university in any of the videos and that the school violated his right to free speech. He released a statement saying, I wish I would have had the opportunity to have a hearing. When reasonable people understand what my wife and I are creating, it calms them down. Gao is now considering suing the university. Also new tonight, the mayors for 3 major U.S. cities are calling for federal assistance after they say the governor of Texas bused hundreds of asylum seekers to their cities with little notice. This comes as top U.S. and Mexican officials finish talks on how to deal with the record number of migrants at the border. ABC's Justin Finch explains.
The mayors of New York City, Chicago, and Denver sounding the alarm about the national immigration crisis. Denver Mayor Mike Johnston says his city is scrambling to process busloads of arriving migrants.
We're looking at about $160 million of potential costs going into next year's budget. That's almost 10% of our entire city budget.
The trio of Democrat mayors accusing Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott of cruel and inhumane politics for busing migrants across the country. New York City now working to accommodate some 200 migrants bussed in from Philadelphia after their flight from El Paso was diverted due to weather. In response, New York Mayor Eric Adams now mandating advance notice for migrant arrivals and restricting when and where they can be dropped off.
To be clear, this is not stopping people from coming, but about ensuring the safety of migrants and making sure they can arrive in a coordinated and orderly way.
Now at the border, the Biden administration says there has been a significant decrease in migrant arrivals in recent days. That reported downturn as U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken with Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas met with Mexico's president and cabinet Wednesday. Mayorkas calling the meeting very productive as an administration official says Mexico revealed new plans, including cracking down on migrant smugglers. Mexico's president pressing the U.S. for more aid into Mexico and countries like Cuba and Venezuela, where many migrants are coming from. Pressure for action is growing as a caravan of thousands has been reported moving through Mexico toward the U.S. border. Meantime, a group of senators resumed talks Wednesday aimed at reaching a deal to enhance border security. That issue now linked to new defense funding for Ukraine and Israel. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
All right, we have some breaking news just coming in right now. 2 Grant County Sheriff's deputies crashed into each other while rushing to a scene where a person was killed after being hit by a car. The Sheriff's Office says it happened on Highway 17 near Moses Lake. No word yet on the deputies' conditions. This is a developing story, and we will update you when we learn more. If you're finding it hard to sleep at night, chances are your children could be too. Helping them get more quality sleep could benefit their health. Even sleeping 39 fewer minutes a night could be bad for kids' physical and mental health, according to researchers in New Zealand. The negative effects were amplified when kids were even more sleep deprived, creating a vicious cycle with kids sleeping worse when they were already sleep deprived. You can help get your kids better sleep by sticking to the same bedtime, removing electronics from the bedroom, and avoiding large meals before bed. All right, Gonzaga basketball has just one more game before league play begins.
That's right. The Bulldogs host San Diego State. Huge game tomorrow. What a win would mean for the Zags and their Final Four hopes coming up in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ring in the new year with the Coeur d'Alene Casino's $250,000 New Year's weekend to remember. Win a share of $30,000 in the New Year's weekend kickoff drawings on Friday, December 29th. On New Year's Eve, play for a share of $72,000 in giveaways with $24,000 winners at 4, 7, and 11 p.m. If bingo's your game, join the 55 grand session at 4 p.m. and keep the party going past midnight on New Year's Eve with the $97,000 plus lucky time to remember. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
It's time to start the new year off right in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. The new 2024 models are available, which means you can get the best selection now with over 100 great choices. And pick the color and package options you like best and take delivery today. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices. So if you need a safe, reliable winter ride, you can find it at Findlay.
Northwest Winterfest is back and going on now. It's the Northwest's largest illuminated holiday and cultural festival, now indoors and bigger and better than ever, with displays up to 130 feet long and 25 feet high, plus live performances, free interactive children's activities, and free admission for kids 10 and under. So come celebrate the magic. Your tickets are waiting at northwestwinterfest.com.
$3 pitcher night, a couple cocktails, an edible, and a nature documentary. What do all these people have in common? A friend like you who offered a ride or made sure they got in a ride share or provided a couch to crash on. Thanks for keeping the roads a little safer tonight, Washington. Together, we get there.
This is your season to smile with Aspen Dental dentures or implants, to gather together and discover the moments that matter, to jump into the fun and join in the celebration. To help get you ready, your Aspen Dental team is celebrating 25 years of affordable care with an epic anniversary savings event. Don't miss enjoying a moment with 20% off your denture or implant care. Whichever option you need, our team of experts is ready to help guide your decision and start your journey. Aspen Dental. Book today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
All right, welcome back. Gonzaga will host last year's national runner-up San Diego State tomorrow in the Zags' final game before conference play begins. Sports director Julian Minenso joins us in studio. And Julian, how big is this game for GU to boost its NCAA tournament resume?
Right, if Gonzaga wants to get a top 4 seed and be in Spokane for the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament, they need to win tomorrow night. The Bulldogs right now are a number 7 seed, according to ESPN's bracketology, and there aren't many opportunities left to boost their resume. They have San Diego State on Friday and Kentucky in February. That's it. San Diego State is not ranked right now, but the Aztecs went to the national championship game last year and are receiving top 25 votes this year. If Gonzaga wins, it would be their best win of the season based on the net rankings. Friday's game could go a long way in giving Gonzaga an easier path to the Final Four.
It's a great game. Like I said, they're in the national championship game, and they've been a great program here these last 10, 12 years, and needs to be played.
Tip-off is at 6 o'clock from McCarthy Athletic Center tomorrow. This is the 5th all-time meeting between these programs. Each team has won twice. Washington State men's hoops opens up Pac-12 play against Utah tomorrow. The Cougars aren't projected to make the NCAA tournament at the moment, but WSU helped their case with a win over Boise State last week. The Cougars will have plenty of chances to boost their tournament resume in conference play.
The league's really good this year, and we're gonna have to step up and keep getting better. But we've got some nice pieces, and it's more the experience that we need.
WSU and Utah get started at 5:30 tomorrow in Salt Lake City. The Cougars lost both meetings against the Utes last season. And Washington State football will be keeping one of its best players. Cougars receiver Kyle Williams will not be transferring and will remain with the team next season. Williams responded to reports that he was transferring by saying, quote, "Fake news, I'm a Coug." Head coach Jake Dickert even weighed in and said that Williams never requested to transfer. Williams caught 6 touchdown passes and recorded nearly 900 yards this past season. He's expected to be one of the top offensive players for the Cougars next year. And the Washington Huskies have a chance to make some history. UW is looking to become the first Pac-12 team to win a national championship in the college football playoff era. The Huskies are 1 win away from playing for the title, but first, UW will have to beat Texas in the Sugar Bowl. The Huskies defeated the Longhorns in the Alamo Bowl last season, but you can throw all of that out the window. The playoffs are a completely different animal. The Huskies are making their second playoff appearance. First time came in 2016. When they lost to Alabama in the semifinals. None of the current members of the Huskies have ever been to the playoffs before, but head coach Kalen DeBoer expects his team to rise to the occasion.
Never really had conversations or worries about guys maybe not even thinking about playing. They worked extremely hard to get to this point, and this is what it was all about, is having the chance to be in a national championship.
And it all kicks off at 5:45 on New Year's Day. The winner will play the winner of Michigan and Alabama in the national championship. Should be some pretty good games. Also, interesting note about the basketball teams. I was looking at the net rankings. WSU is 1 ahead of Gonzaga right now as far as the net rankings. So if they take care of business in some of those games, maybe surprise some people in conference play, who knows, they could be sitting on the bubble or just inside the tournament by March.
I think those poll voters need to start paying more attention to the net rankings. This is coming from a Coug, of course. All right, Julian, thank you. As we head into a break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Furniture Row's 4-day New Year's super sale. That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest financing. But hurry, the 4-day New Year's super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
My name is Stephen, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had a large tumor in my left lung in November of 2018. We went through in 2020 doing a lot of end-of-life planning. Summit was very aggressive in my treatment of diagnosis. Since then, with my recovery, we're doing a lot of life events. I love the people there. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center. My wife calls it a miracle.
One of my favorite programs is the People Helping People program.
Any BECU member can nominate a nonprofit that they care about.
We are so appreciative of BECU and their support for our program. One of our parents, who also happens to work here, was able to nominate us. Our service of the community really aligns well with BECU.
Last year, we gave away 3 grants in Spokane. This year, we're slated to give away $525,000.
Thanks to BECU, we are able to meet the needs of more families.
Yep, that was me. I've gotten older, my horse is bigger, and my dad, well...
Since then, we've added the Mitsubishi franchise to our dealership.
Which means we have 0% financing and over $10,000 in discounts below MSRP.
And right now, Mini quality pre-owned price below cost.
Below cost?
That's right, Tay, or we couldn't advertise it.
So really nothing's changed. We still have a lot of great deals and we're a lot of fun too.
Lions and Division across from Lowe's.
Hi, they assigned me to work with you, Miss Ray, but you can call me Miranda. You're me if you take the next step. How? Work here during the day, go to school at night. It's so worth it.
Face your future with Whitworth University.
Here's to 365 nights of better sleep during the 4-day New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or check out the Summit, now only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Lost wallet found after 65 years. Next, Inside Edition, they found it inside an old movie theater. The time capsule from another era. What was inside Mom's wallet?
It's such a gift. It's an amazing gift.
Then, where's Melania Trump? Mystery over the former First Lady. Why was she missing from the family Christmas photo? Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, wrecking crews bring down the home where 4 University of Idaho students were murdered. Why some say it's too soon, and the family connection between the home and the university's president. And the new regulation on all gun sales that's coming into effect in Washington.
We are taking a look at our planning forecast, and as you can see, we have much warmer than normal temperatures for the next few days. Temperatures in the 40s to start off the weekend and the high 30s as we head into the next week.
All right. Gotta say welcome back to both of these two, by the way. They got to go home to California for a little Christmas vacation, but now crack of the whip and they're back at it. We'll see you guys all at 11.